Welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red hot cover call video. Guys, today we're going to talk about how I take a great company, write weekly options, making $400 a week. Guys, you can do it too, just as I do. I'm going to show you how I did it with Microsoft. But guys, I'm going to talk about the poor man's real estate. Yeah, this is an idea that I presented to you about a year ago in November. It's the idea most people can't invest in real estate to make that guaranteed monthly income. But covered call writing, if you lay it out, is almost a one-for-one, apples-to-apples comparison where you and me, the small ball players, can make the monthly income just like the real estate investors do. I'm going to talk about it today, guys. Let's jump into that because, man, I am excited. And I'm excited I'm knocking down $400 on a weekly cover call option. You kidding me? Hey, man, let's do it. Look, we're almost at 1,100 subscribers, guys. Bang that like button, man. Wait, bang that like button, okay? Let me know you like what I'm doing. I love doing the videos for you guys because all I do is tell my story and you cats are learning. See, the way I see it, I am printing the money, man, using the covered call write and the cash secured put. And all I do is just share it with you. And hey, look, if you learn something, man, and you build on your financial education so you could play the game within the game so it flows like water, guys, more the merrier. Love it. Let's get into it, guys. I want to talk about the poor man's real estate covered call writing, but we're also going to fold that in with the weekly option that I just did, okay? Because look, a lot of people want to do weekly options, largely because they can collect that paycheck every 5 or 6 or 7 days. I get it. I love them as well because usually when we're dealing with weekly options, buying back options like I like to do, we're talking pennies. And we're not adding much money to our cost basis when I buy back my options and roll up and out to a bigger out of the money strike. I'm going to show you what I did with Microsoft. Let's revisit the poor man's real estate, the covered call write, okay? I'm going to jump into this right now, guys. Let's get into this, all right? Let me get my presentation going. I think you're going to enjoy this, okay? So, guys, we are going to talk about the weekly income just like real estate, okay? The idea is simple. Real estate investors, they'll use their investment dollars to buy real estate property. And then they will rent those pieces of property to make the guaranteed monthly income. Well, if you ask me, covered call writing is the same. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take that same amount of money and buy a great stock. We're going to write our covered calls and our cash secured puts on those stocks. Now, guys, that's where we're going to make our weekly and monthly income. Now, hey, look, I don't profess to say I can be writing weekly covered calls 52 times a year on Microsoft. You're probably going to do it 30 times. I'm going to show you how rental income will bring you X, but writing covered calls weeklies about 30 times a year, which I think you can do, almost doubles your profit. I'm going to show you that, guys, and I actually think you have less risk. But guys, that's the idea. Yes, with rental properties, you get that steady income once a month, but what comes with it? What comes with it is potential phone calls in the middle of the night that the water heater bursts. What comes with it is property tax. What comes with it are tenants that might rip up your place. What comes with it is a roof that might need to be replaced. You get it, right? There's expenses that come with real estate. But looking at our covered calls, looking at our stocks that we buy, you know the risks. For the most part, guys, the risks are pretty steady Eddie. We got earnings reports, right? If you're investing in great companies, guys, there's not as much risk. But with that said, guys, with our financial education, we can sidestep risk. Right? That's why I love covered call writing over real estate investing. Now, again, we buy a stock, sell options. We sell premium. That is our monthly income. Guys, covered call advantages over property is this. Smaller investments to enter the game. I talked about that. Small ball players can get in the game. If I had $29,000 to invest, buying a $29,000 house versus a $29,000 stock, we can generate more income with that $29,000 stock using options, using the covered call write, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Flexibility, guys. We can buy different properties. Look, if I buy a property in ABC Town, I am literally stuck with that property. I have absolutely no control of who moves in next to it or across the street. I may either hit a home run on that property or an absolute bust. And the problem is, I'm probably taking out a 30-year loan, and hell, if I want to get out of the property quickly, can't do it. I'm stuck. Who's going to buy the piece of crap house? Now, due diligence helps us, as with stocks and properties, but the reality is, with covered call writing, we can sit in front of our computer and do our due diligence. Man, and it is all there for free. You get it. I know you get it. Guys, we have no tenants. We have no property and maintenance issues. No phone calls in the middle of the night. Now, the number one advantage, covered call writings allows us to get in the game. Most people don't have bags and bags of money to be doing this. Only have $5,000 to $10,000. How are you going to buy a piece of property, guys? You're not. But with covered call writing, you can. Hell, I just proved it with $10,000. I'm buying MGM, making money. And by the way, the $10,000 update's coming because I wrote another covered call. I've already taken that $10,000 and I've made 5% on it. A couple months ago, 5%? Man, I'm on pace to making 20% with that $10,000 investment. You're not getting that with real estate, guys, because you can't get in the game. So guys, also with real estate, you're leveraging thousands of dollars. And also, guys, you can get in the game cheaply. You don't have to leverage. And another thing, at the end of the day, great real estate investments, you're going to need that big upfront investment. I just don't like the leverage. I'd rather do a covered call right. So let's get into that trade, guys. I'm trying not to bore you here. So the idea is I went back to Ohio. Great piece of property on the left was sold for $29,000. I actually regretted that I didn't get in the game. I knew about this auction. I wanted to do it. Turns out somebody bought that property for $29,000. And they're renting it now for $600 a month. That sounds good. In fact, I'm going to show you the numbers that's a nice gain. Quite frankly, I wouldn't even take a mortgage on that. I'd just take the $29,000, buy it outright, and just collect the $600 month over month. 4 years is paid off. Man, that sounds like a great deal. Now, it is a great deal, but we know what comes with that. We know what comes with that. All those expenses, all the overhead, the potential problems with tenants, lawyers, right? And then what happens if property taxes go up? Look, we have all of these expenses, overhead when we own property. But I came back from that little trip and I bought 400 shares of Microsoft, equivalent to $29,000. I'm going to test my poor man's real estate concept right here, right now. And in fact, I did last week, guys, and I'm going to show you my trade. Now, guys, let's break down the trade, okay? I took Microsoft, buying it at $72.95, $29,000 invested, and I wrote the near-term covered call, the $73.50, and I got 41 cents for it. You could see it right over there in the right pane. How do I make $400 a week? My shares are taken away at $73.50. That's $400. Yeah, I embellished a little because the premium was not $400. The total return on investment, if my shares are taken away, is $400. And I get that, okay? But for demonstration purposes, this is how this trade played out. It would have brought me $400. And in fact, it did. Now, what I did, I picked a great S&P type company. And in fact, the stock had fallen. It had fallen like 3-4%. Microsoft. Well, I picked some shares up. In fact, I picked up 400 shares, wrote that near-term covered call, and look at what happened. This is a 3-day chart. I'm going to show you in the next slide how it ended up. It ended up me making money and writing the next covered call. So in this case, guys, if my shares were taken away, man, I was going to knock down 1.3% in 4 days. Okay? I have no overhead, no tenants, no expenses, right? I'm owning a great company like Microsoft, and I have the flexibility to get out of this trade in a minute. That's why I love the covered call strategy over owning real estate. How did this trade end up, guys? Yes, you can't see it down there. I'm going to explain what that is. Yes, I added to my cost base. And listen, this trade ended up going higher, went above $73.50. I ended up buying this option back, okay? And I've talked about this in my videos where once the strike goes above my strike price of $73.50, the option that I got paid 41 cents now has real money in it, okay? When I got paid 41 cents, the premium was 100% time value. There was no real money value. Once the stock moved past $73.50, for every penny it goes above $73.50, we start to add to that real money side of the option. Now, what happens in this trade? It gets up to $74.34 when I decided to buy it back. There was 84 cents of real money. Guys, the option was 84 cents. I literally timed it perfectly. So when I bought it back for 84 cents, adding to my cost basis, because remember, when we buy our options back, we either sell the shares immediately or we write the next option. I added that 84 cents to my cost basis, but I went ahead and wrote the next covered call. I ended up writing a 75 out of the money, getting 50 cents. Guys, I absolutely love how I can use weekly options, knocking down Look at the percentage on that. That is going to be about a 14-day trade, almost 3% in 14 days. Guys, you can see how this adds up. I'm adding to those covered calls, guys. I'm knocking down 3% on this trade if my shares are taken away at 75. Guys, when I showed you my BMY, my most recent BMY trade, I literally had 10 and 11 covered calls I wrote on the same stock during the same period. This is what I do. Now, here's the hook. We do this on 3 and 4 and 5 stocks a month, printing the cash. Guys, I'm going to show you what my totals are for the year, and you are going to love it. Now, guys, look, you can buy that rental property, and I'm sure you're sitting there saying, look, man, you did not mention all the positives of owning a rental property. Okay, I get it, but I'm not going to go, 50 minutes on this video. For me, guys, writing covered calls and using the selling premium strategy, most importantly, allows the small ball players to get in the game and get the experience. Guys, how are you going to buy an $800,000 property here in California and get in the game with no experience? Man, no way. But you can take these little, with writing covered calls and having the flexibility to getting out. But again, it all hinges on you getting your financial education and experience so you too can be a winner. If I bought that property and started renting, that's $600 a month. And quite frankly, I don't even know. They just told me that that's $600 a month. That's 24% year over year return on my money. Look at my covered call right, guys. If I write these options on Microsoft 30 weeks a year, not 52 weeks, 30 weeks a year, that's 42% cash on cash return on my money. Guys, I love the covered call right. I absolutely love it. I love it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's talk. Let's finish this up. Book review coming. Yeah, I got a book review coming. This cat did not pay me. I just downloaded this. I get a lot of questions all the time saying, hey, do you have book recommendations, man? And I always send you to Alan Ellman, to be honest with you. I downloaded one Alan Ellman book, read it. Well, I learned the majority of my cover call writing through my mentor, Jared. Well, Jared didn't write a book. So I haven't read a lot of books on cover call writing. See, I use my mentor, Jared, his experience, my experience, and YouTube. But you cats want books. I get it. So I'm going to start doing book reviews. So real quick, you will see me post on my channel book reviews. And that's what we're going to talk about. And this one is my first one. In fact, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. This is an audio book about covered call writing made easy. I'm going to give you my opinion. It's unbiased. I don't get paid. Quite frankly, the author may or may not like it, but I am going to give my channel viewers what they want, and they want book review. Guys, before I get going, hang around, because I'm going to show you my total numbers. I need you to go to ctpdashboard.com, CTP spreadsheets, man. I'm offering up my free spreadsheets, and I'm completing the how-to videos. In fact, see that video there, my total cover call tracker? I just did one, and I did the how-to video. Guys, I'm going to be adding to this because I got 3 more spreadsheets I'm going to add. Man, you got to have the numbers in front of you. This is a numbers game. I want you to go there. I want you to download them and have fun with them. Guys, let's finish this up, okay? I am going to finish this up with showing you how much I've made to this point, guys. Look at this. To this point, I am at 30+ thousand. And guys, I have 5,000 on the books for September and the middle of October. So my very modest goal of $12,000 this year was surpassed, blown away. And guys, right now it looks like, God willing, I'm on pace to maybe get to 50,000. Probably won't, but look at that, guys. But more importantly, let me show you just the cash generating trades. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about doing this week over week, month over month. This is not Photoshop, guys. Look at that. Winning trade after winning trade. You see that little red dash there? That is my only bad trade. Hey, look, before I get going, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, man. Bang that like button if you like what I'm doing, man, and ring the bell. Hey, if you want to see my book reviews and you want to hear my updates, man, you got to ring the bell so you get that email the next time I do a red hot cover call video. And guys, share the video. Let others know we're talking the good word of the covered call. Hey, look, until next time, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.
All I see is signs, all I see is dollar signs.